Libra, July 18th. I'm seeing a very specific kind of tired here. Not the kind that comes from doing too much. The kind that comes from wanting something, trying to get it, and still feeling empty when you do. You bought the thing, you answered the text. You kept the peace, and it still did not touch the ache. 9 of Cups reversed. This reversal is about emotional dissatisfaction. 9 of Cups reversed is showing me a wish that looked good on paper, but did not land in your body. You got the comfort. You did not get the relief. You scrolled for it. You maybe spent for it. You maybe celebrated something and still felt hollow right after. Don't lie to yourself. If you keep reaching for quick fixes, you are just numbing the hunger, not feeding it. Actually, no, let me rephrase that. This is not about being ungrateful. 9 of Cups reversed is about naming what is missing without decorating it. What are you still not getting? Security, rest. Real reassurance, a clean answer. A plan that holds. You keep trying to make a surface win mean more than it does. It does not. If the win feels hollow, say that. If the pleasure fades fast, say that too. Then the pressure hits. 7 of Wands reversed. This reversal is the point where you get overwhelmed and start backing down before the conversation is even done. 7 of Wands reversed shows you dropping your stance because it is too much work to keep defending it. You may have apologized just to end the argument. You may have let somebody talk over you because you were too tired to keep pushing. I am seeing that clearly. Not because you were wrong. Because you were worn out. This is important. 7 of Wands reversed is not telling you to fight everything. It is telling you to pick the battle that matters. Lower the volume. Stop arguing every point. But do not confuse exhaustion with surrender. You backed off once, and now the whole pattern wants to call that peace. It is not peace if your boundary got erased to make somebody else comfortable. And still, you are not starting from zero. 9 of Wands is the part of you that is still standing after all of that. 9 of Wands says you are tired, guarded, and still here. You have been pushed, you have been tested, you have learned to watch the next move because you have been burned before. That is not paranoia. That is experience. Keep going carefully. Keep one boundary up. Keep your energy close. You knew this already. Libra, your lesson here is not to open everything back up just because you want relief. It is to protect what is real. 9 of Wands says, do not drop your guard too fast. Not everyone deserves access just because they ask nicely. Not every problem needs your full body, your full voice, your full emotional budget. So the story for July 18th is this. A hollow want shows you what security is missing. Exhaustion makes you tempted to back down. And resilience says, not yet. Not like that. Not at the cost of your own center. Keep the boundary, keep the truth. Keep going, but do it carefully. Libra, July 18th. Nine of Cups reversed. This card is about the moment you got the thing and it still did not land. Nine of Cups reversed shows you checking the same app, the same receipt, the same message, and still feeling that little drop in your stomach. You bought the thing. You posted the win. You got the nod. Then you sat there and felt the gap anyway. Five of Pentacles. Five of Pentacles is the cold part, the part where you look at your money, your time, your energy, and you know something is not adding up. You are trying to act normal while your body is saying, no, we are low. You are smiling in public and counting losses in private. I'm seeing the pattern. You keep assuming you should handle it alone, and that is making it worse. Five of Pentacles says pick up the phone. Ask for help before you hit the floor. Do not turn struggle into a personality. Seven of Wands reversed. Seven of Wands reversed is where the pressure gets loud and you start backing off too fast. You answered the text you did not want to answer. You apologized just to end the argument. You dropped the boundary because you were tired of explaining it. Actually, no, let me rephrase that. You did not change your mind. You ran out of fuel. Seven of Wands reversed is asking you to stop fighting everything. Choose the one thing that matters. Keep that line. Let the rest go. Nine of Wands. Nine of Wands is the one hand still on the door, still watching, still standing after too much. You have been burned enough times that your body does not relax on command. So you show up tired. You check the tone before you answer. You keep one last boundary because you know what happens when you do not. Nine of Wands says that caution is earned. Keep it. Just do not live inside it. So the story for Libra today is simple. Something felt empty after the win. Something feels tight in the money, the energy, or the room around you. Then the pressure hits and you almost give up your stance just to get relief. But you are not collapsing. You are recalibrating. Do not chase a quick fix. Do not spend to soothe the ache. Do not say yes because you are tired of saying no. Name what is missing. Name where you need support. Then protect the part of you that is still standing. That is the move. Libra, July 18th. This is moving fast and you are not standing still long enough to pretend otherwise. Nine of Cups reversed. I'm seeing a moment where the thing you wanted did not land the way you expected. You got the text, the win, the attention, the little hit of relief, and it still felt hollow. Nine of Cups reversed is about that exact kind of disappointment. You keep reaching for something that should satisfy, but it is not touching the real ache. So look at what you are doing when the room gets quiet. Are you scrolling? Are you buying? Are you celebrating too early just to avoid admitting you still feel empty? Name what is missing before you try to fill it again. Five of Pentacles. This is the part where scarcity starts talking louder than you do. Five of Pentacles shows the fear of being left out, left behind, or left to handle it alone. And you have been acting like you should carry it without help. Checking the account. Watching the messages. Waiting too long to ask. That is the move here. Actually, no, let me rephrase that. The move is to admit where support is needed before you hit the wall. Reach out, say the thing plainly. If you need practical help, ask for practical help. Do not turn struggle into a personality. It is a moment, not your identity. Eight of Wands. Now the pace changes. Eight of Wands is the flood, the opening, the message that lands fast, the plan that suddenly locks in, because this is not the time to sit on your hands and overthink every angle. Something is moving and it wants a response. You answer the text. You follow the lead. You act while the window is open, but do not confuse speed with clarity. Just because it is happening fast does not mean you skip discernment. Keep your eyes open while your feet move. Seven of Wands reversed. This is where pressure starts to wear you down. Seven of Wands reversed shows the moment you want to drop the whole thing just to stop the argument, stop the pushback, stop the tension. You have probably done that before. Back down after one hard conversation. Apologize to it. Let the room win because you were tired. That is the trap. Pick your battles, yes, but do not confuse exhaustion with surrender. Lower the volume if you need to. Reassess what is worth defending. Just do not erase your boundary because somebody pushed harder than you expected. Nine of Wands, and here you are still standing but guarded. Nine of Wands is the tired body that still shows up. The watchful mind that expects the next problem because the last one cost too much. You are not paranoid. You are seasoned. You earned that caution. So protect your energy. Keep one last boundary if you need it. Stay alert, but do not live in permanent defense mode. This moment is asking you to move fast without abandoning yourself. Ask for help. Hold your line. Take the opening and keep going carefully. Libra, July 18th. Nine of Cups reversed. This card is about the moment you realize the thing you wanted did not land the way you thought it would. Nine of Cups reversed is showing a win that still feels hollow. You got the text, the purchase, the attention, the little hit of relief. Then you sat back down and the ache was still there. I'm seeing scrolling for comfort. I'm seeing buying something just to fill the gap. If you keep calling that satisfaction, you stay stuck in the same loop. 5 of Pentacles. This card is about scarcity, and it shows up when you are trying to act fine while your body knows you need help. 5 of Pentacles is the cold room energy. You check the bank account and your stomach drops. You stay quiet in the group chat. You tell yourself you can handle it, then you start shrinking. Actually, no, you are not supposed to carry this alone. Reach out before it gets worse. Ask for practical help. Say what is missing. That is the move here. The Hanged Man. This card asks for a pause, and the Hanged Man is not punishment. It is perspective. You stop forcing the issue long enough to see what control has been protecting. That is the turning point in this moment. Wait. Let it sit. You keep trying the same angle, and it keeps giving you the same result. So now you do the harder thing. You do not react right away. You do not chase the answer. You let the stillness show you what you have been avoiding. 8 of Wands. This card brings speed back in, and 8 of Wands can feel like the whole situation suddenly starts moving. Messages land fast, plans lock in. Someone that was quiet is now talking. If you have been waiting for momentum, here it is. Respond quickly. Follow the opening. But keep your eyes open, because speed is not the same as clarity. You do not have to panic just because things are moving. You just have to stay awake. 7 of Wands, reversed. This card shows where exhaustion makes you want to drop your stance too soon. 7 of Wands, reversed, is the moment you almost apologize just to end the fight. You back down because you are tired, not because you changed your mind. Hold on. Pick your battles, yes. But do not let pressure erase your boundary. If you keep giving ground every time it gets loud, you teach people that your limit is temporary. 9 of Wands. This card is the last line of defense, and 9 of Wands says you are still here. Tired, yes. Guarded, yes, but still standing. You have been burned enough to know where the edge is. So keep going carefully. Protect your energy. Do not drop your guard too fast just because the room got quiet. The moment is not asking you to harden. It is asking you to stay aware while you choose what is worth defending. This is the shift. You stop confusing comfort with contentment. You stop suffering in silence. You pause long enough to see what control has been covering up. Then when movement comes, you answer from clarity, not panic. Libra, July 18th. This is where the pause starts telling the truth. Nine of Cups reversed. This card is about the ache under the surface. The Nine of Cups reverse shows you looking at something you wanted and it's still not landing. You got the thing or the attention or the comfort, and then you sat there with it and felt the hollowness. You scrolled for relief. You bought something. You tried to celebrate and it still felt flat. Don't kid yourself. If it does not satisfy you, name that. Five of Pentacles. This card is the part where the shortage gets loud. The Five of Pentacles shows you checking your bank account with dread or sitting in a room full of people and feeling invisible anyway. You have been carrying this alone longer than you should. Actually, no, let me rephrase that. You have been acting like needing help is the same thing as failing. It is not reach out before you hit the wall. Ask for practical help. Say what is missing. Eight of Wands. This card brings the speed. The Eight of Wands shows messages coming in fast, plans locking in, news arriving before you are ready to overthink it. One minute it is quiet, the next minute the phone will not stop. Respond while the opening is alive. Do not sit there and rehearse every possible outcome. If the door is open, move through it. If the text needs an answer, answer it. The Hanged Man, this card is the pause that exposes the pattern. The Hanged Man shows you staying still long enough to see what control has been protecting. You are not being punished by delay. You are being shown where forcing it has stopped working. I'm seeing that your usual move is to manage the room, manage the tone, manage the outcome. And that is exactly what gets interrupted here. Let it. Look at it sideways. Four of Pentacles. This card is the grip. The Four of Pentacles shows you holding your money tight, holding your feelings tighter, holding your ground because everything feels uncertain. You have been protecting what matters, yes. But you may also be clenching so hard that nothing can breathe. Save what needs saving. Set the boundary. Budget the energy. Just do not confuse fear with safety. Seven of Wands reversed. This card is the moment you get tired of defending everything. The Seven of Wands reverse shows you backing down just to end the argument or dropping your stance because you are exhausted. You kept explaining. You kept proving, you kept pushing, and now your body is saying enough. Pick the battle that still matters. Lower the volume. Do not abandon yourself just because the pressure got loud. Nine of Wands. This card is the last line of defense. The Nine of Wands shows you still standing, still watching, still guarded because you have been burned before. You are tired, but you are not done. Keep the boundary that has kept you safe. Keep going carefully. You already knew that. The lesson is not to harden forever. The lesson is to stay alert without living like every moment is a threat. So yes, Libra, the turning point is here. The pause shows you what control has been hiding. The rush shows you what cannot be ignored, and your job is simple, even if it is not easy. Ask for what you need. Move when the opening comes. Protect your center. Libra, July 18th. Wait, I'm seeing the pressure shift here. The Nine of Cups reversed. The Nine of Cups reversed is that moment where you got the thing, but you still checked your phone again. You still scrolled. You still bought something small just to feel better for 5 minutes. And then the quiet came back. So the real question is simple. What is still missing after the win? Name it. Don't dress it up. Don't kid yourself. The Five of Pentacles comes in right after that. And it looks like you trying to hold it together while your bank account, your energy, and your pride all say the same thing. You've been acting like you can carry this alone. You can't. The Five of Pentacles is the tab left open, the unread message, the I'm fine text when you are clearly not fine. Actually, no, let me rephrase that. This is you needing practical help and being too tired to ask cleanly. Reach out before you hit the floor. Ask for the ride. Ask for the favor. Ask for the space. Then the Eight of Wands hits and everything starts moving fast. Messages, plans, replies. A window opens, then another one. The Eight of Wands is the flood of text after days of silence. It is the sudden yes. It is the thing finally locking into place. But don't confuse speed with truth. Respond quickly, yes. Move while the air is open, yes. But don't let urgency drag you past your own judgment. You already knew that. Fast is not the same as clear. Then comes the Hanged Man. The Hanged Man is the pause that exposed the truth, whether it landed on you or you stepped into it on purpose because forcing it was making everything worse. This is you sitting with the situation instead of grabbing at it again. This is you realizing your usual move is not working. So you stop, you watch, you let the angle change. Hold on. That pause is not failure, it is perspective. It is the moment you stop wrestling the door and notice the window was there. Four of Pentacles shows up after that, and now we see the grip. The Four of Pentacles is the tight budget, the guarded text, the way you keep your feelings sealed because opening up feels expensive. You are protecting something. I get it, but protection can turn into a lock, and a lock can keep out help just as easily as it keeps out harm. Keep your boundaries, yes. Keep your resources, yes. But if you clamp down too hard, nothing moves, nothing breathes. Then the Seven of Wands reversed. The Seven of Wands reversed is you getting tired of defending the same ground over and over. One more argument, one more explanation, one more day of being the only one who cares. So part of you wants to drop it just to get peace. Don't do that too fast. Pick your battles, lower the volume, reassess what is actually worth defending. This is not about surrendering your position. This is about not burning out, trying to defend every inch. And then the Nine of Wands lands with that tired, watchful energy. The Nine of Wands is you still standing, but with the bruises showing. You are not knave now. You check the room twice. You keep one last boundary up because you have been pushed before. That is not weakness. That is earned instinct. Keep going carefully. Protect your energy. Don't drop your guard the second things get calm, but also don't live like every moment is a fight. So the moment closes on careful release, grounded boundaries, resilient forward motion. What you protect most may be what needs loosening. Not all at once. Not recklessly. Just enough to let in the help, the clarity, the movement. That is the lesson here. Okay? That's all I've got for now. If this hit, oh, you already know what to do. Please subscribe. Tell your group chat. I'll see y'all soon.